Kacey and Luna here. We're on our way to NCCAR. What we're up to today is we're joining with a bunch of other folks from the Charlotte clubs, all the other North Carolina clubs, and our friends Brian and Marianne and their YouTube channels. And what we're going to do is a young man has had a heart transplant, but it's not taking, or it's not doing so well. So since he's into cars, what we're going to do is we're going to go and just all the fancy cars, from Teslas to other exotics to even the fire department, they're coming through. So just to, you know, kind of like the Make-A-Wish, but I don't know that it's really under that. And we're gonna meet up with some friends there as well, and let's see what kind of video we make of this. We'll catch you when we get there.
Ruby in so she can pick up the charge. And Kacey's here, his wife, and they are plugged in and charging.
On my phone.
He's got to, right, every time
I gotta
has to unlock the speed.
Alright, so now it's set to 18 miles an hour.
Alright.
So everyone just hold on tight.
Alright, let boys be boys.
Start, huh? Yeah, 3. I'm gonna do a little kick to start. As can you, alright? Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that's so much faster!
Kyle had him for a second. Go.
Ours is just one.
Oh, the windows are even. You guys may have done good.
There they go.
What's going on?
They're beat off.
He's late.
Well, he said it's only one click.
For ours is one.
But you can set it either way.
You can set it?
Yep.
How do you do that?
No idea.
It's to help guys not have it go off in their pocket.
Ah.
Triple click is the thing.
I'll have to find the setting for that one.
He's behind.
Yeah.
That's 2 clicks behind.
Yeah.
So now we know when we do it again.
Do is one of you needs to hold both of them.
Right.
That's what I did in Charlotte. Yeah, that's the other part. So did you see that they started copyright claiming us on if you got the music playing?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So a lot of people tried to replace their music with something else.
Well, we don't monetize yet, so we're
Yeah.
not high enough to do that. She's right on it.
We're not there yet either.
Yeah.
I just don't want an ad to show up if I can't get anything from it.
Yeah.
There they go. So you've got one window down. Did we also only have one window? Yeah, we both have one window down. I swear they touch this every update. Well, we're on the same version this time, though. So that makes sense.
So I now know why the last time I did this with somebody else, it was out of the time the exact amount.
Yeah.
He has his set for 1 click too. See, I didn't know that.
I didn't know there was a setting. So I wonder how Tesla did it on their intro to this. Because they got them all 3 in sync. All right. So they're not rolling the windows up this time.
Yeah, but we're.
And then it's probably got the paired to your phone.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
paired with my phone. That's right. I
Yeah.
can technically lock it right now. That's
There you go. So speaking of survivalist, what did you guys think of the new Tesla extra large solar install?
I didn't hear about this.
So they've got a new size larger than large. It's like 15.7 kilowatts.
Okay, so they got one bigger than the large. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like 39 grand before the incentives. And if you do the rental, it's like 180 or 190 a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
15 kilowatt.
And you
Yeah.
What states?
Probably starting in California, knowing them.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is I just don't even dare get excited about it until they're installing stuff in North Carolina,
Yeah.
right? Or in Raleigh, where we would be, I mean,
Yeah, this whole mid-Atlantic area is just like a no-go zone for them. It's
yeah.
Well, from what I understand, North Carolina was very pro-solar from a commercial
yeah,
side.
yeah,
They've never been pro-solar from a rooftop residential.
Ah.
And it's still, even they passed some type of change to the law or the regulations last year.
Yeah.
It's been in effect over a year, but it hasn't made a dent
Yeah.
in the amount of people wanting to install rooftops. So basically,
My
there's no
goodness.
incentive.
yeah,
And, they'll pay you like 1.3 cents a kilowatt hour for net metering, so
Wow.
it's not very good.
yeah.
I'm talking about Duke, there's local
Right.
power companies that do much better,
Yeah,
but Duke, they're not particularly interested in
Right.
rooftop solar.
yeah. So down in South Carolina, they had a program that expires at the end of this year, and they don't look to be interested in renewing it. And they actually made it into the top 16 for residential solar deployments, and it looks like they're just going to fall off the list.
Right, well,
Yeah.
North Carolina is still, I think, currently second
Oh,
in
wow.
solar
Yeah.
behind California.
For everything or for residential?
No, that's just that's for everything,
Everything,
but I
okay.
think the
It's
vast
mostly-
majority of that, I mean.
Yeah, because like
it's
even
all-
coming in here, there's like a huge
That's
farm.
right, a huge farm. Well, they had a law, that they now have also changed, that Duke had the 20-year
Days or
20-year contracts.
Oh,
And they, so you as an investor,
yeah,
you could certainly see where your payback would be over 20 years. So you would put the money up. Of course, there was
Yeah.
production tax credits. There's a lot of tax advantages, but for sure, that 20-year guaranteed contract,
yeah,
that you could take that to a bank and get a loan on that money.
because they saw the guaranteed return coming in.
That's right.
I like that.
But now the Duke will only write a 10-year contract. And a 10-year is really risky
Yeah,
to the bank. They don't know that you're going to be able to pay it back in 10 years.
They want to see some money down on that one.
So that pretty much dried up the
yeah.
commercial solar.
Oh man.
Well, plus all the my understanding, all the, I don't want to call it easy places,
Yeah,
but
the low-hanging fruit.
low-hanging fruit. There were areas like up here
Yeah.
where there's an economic incentive. They got other considerations from jobs point of view, retraining,
Yeah.
and things of that nature. This area we're sitting here has a lot of solar, commercial solar up here because
Yeah.
of that. They were steered
Ah.
to this area, but now a lot of the places have been built, and if you want to pick a new place or a new area, you have to upgrade the substation, or
Ooh.
you have to. There's this other
Yeah.
effect. So at the low cost, install it, just hook it up
Yeah.
to what's already there. We're good. Those are pretty much, those days are over, either on purpose or legitimately
Right.
over.
Yeah, nobody wants to buy a substation.
Yeah. So now, if you want to hook up to the Duke grid, you gotta, it's a $50,000, $100,000 for a new transformer or something.
Yeah.
You gotta add that on top of everything else. So
Goodness.
your $2.5 million install goes up to $3.5, and it really hurts the payback on a 10-year
Oh yeah.
time frame.
Yeah, well, there was a YouTuber up in Illinois. He
Here, we can try.
he lost his. They basically cut everybody loose because they were coal miners, and there's just no incentive to keep doing coal. It's more expensive than natural gas, more expensive than
Right.
wind and solar, and so it.
Well, the thing they're having out in California right now, and I don't live in California, but they're getting into the issue now where without batteries, every time they add more solar, to some extent,
Yeah.
it's, everything being equal, it's almost counterproductive.
Because they gotta like level out a gas plant
That's
at
right.
that point.
So they've implemented now. It started. It's basically started last February, I think, is when it kicked in. The utilities can shift the frequency of the grid
To make your panel shut off.
make your panels, curtail your panels.
Wow.
And so that means, again, that you only curtail because you've got too much solar.
Right, right.
So without something to soak up, without batteries,
Right.
then at this point, every new solar installation they add, realistically, you're not, you can say, I can sell all my excess
Yeah.
solar to the grid, and all that.
You gotta have a place to put it.
Yeah, they don't want your
Yeah.
electricity now. And, I'm very pro solar.
Yeah.
But really, without some other stuff, once you get up of about 20-25%,
Yeah.
the payback. I mean, Germany is
Right.
dying because of that.
Yeah.
So, you've gotta, it isn't, oh, well, let's just install solar, it'll be all great. And no. Yeah, I think the low 10, 15, 20% is all good, but
Yeah.
once you get up to 25%, I'm sure by that time you're starting to, oh God, we got some,
We gotta do some balancing.
I got some balance here. But of course, batteries could help that.
Yeah.
Obviously, hydro and things of that nature. They're
Pump storage, yeah.
Mine shafts,
Yes.
big old heavy weights. I mean, all that stuff's good, but that's got to come on
It does.
before you can really get up to that 50%. And,
Yeah.
I don't even want to. Being very careful here. The people who say, "Oh, we're going to go 100% renewable," and
You can't do it overnight.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to happen someday.
Yeah.
But if you're thinking going 100% renewable and we're going to solve the climate crisis or whatever, you're kidding yourself. That's
Can't do it fast enough.
Total myth.
Yeah.
That is not going to do it. You're going to be
Yeah.
a long time. He's recording.
Oh, no, is there an agenda for today?
Oh no, we're just waiting for Will to
Wait.
decide what he wants to do.
We're waiting for
Told us
11.
to chill till 11:30ish.
Yeah.
And it looks to me like maybe they're gonna start it from here and then head down to the track.
That's what it
That's
looks
why
like.
they've lined up the cars participating today over here, but we don't.
Yeah.
The guy with,
Are the cars supposed to be here or over in that dirt
Well,
lot?
they're bringing
Both.
when they're bringing them over here, they're moving them.
Okay, so we need to do that.
What I always thought would be really cool would be like community batteries. So like,
right, yeah.
when-
I think that's right.
yeah, because then whenever the major grid goes down, your neighborhood can still be producing, and you don't have the lights out in your neighborhood.
I'm sure it's far beyond my rudimentary understanding, but I don't know that the economy of scale, I mean,
Yeah.
when you're doing 100 megawatts
Right.
or half a gigawatt
Yeah.
plant, is that economy of scale really,
Maybe.
is that really enough that it wouldn't be better to have 100
Yeah.
10 megawatt ones
Yeah.
or something like that?
Like they did in New Jersey and in South Australia, where everybody's got one Powerwall in their house.
Right, well, that's what Tesla's doing an experiment right now in Australia where
Yeah.
you install a Powerwall in your house.
Yeah.
And they pretty much control it,
Yeah.
the grid or whoever controls it.
Yeah.
And they're making it the world's biggest battery,
Yes.
by, distributed battery. But I think that's it. I think
Yeah. Because then you don't
like you
gotta.
said, neighborhood,
Yeah.
at the end of our subdivision, we've got one. This one that has one, and
Yeah.
of course, who gets to pick and choose? I think. The
And
problem
then
with
how
that
do you
is
decide who has to pay the maintenance?
who picks and chooses those
Yeah.
things?
But if everybody's got one on their house, then if
Right.
you got one or you don't, it's on you.
Yeah, that's right.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But battery prices are going to have to get
Yeah.
way cheaper. And the other thing is, there's one thing about time shifting.
Yeah.
Like a Powerwall.
Exactly like that.
My production this afternoon, I use it tonight.
Yeah.
But that doesn't help.
Doesn't help anybody else.
Well, it doesn't help anybody else, and it also doesn't help the seasonal. Like yesterday was all cloudy and rainy. Now today's great.
Right.
But this is a winter time, and my production isn't as. I don't get these kind of days that often. And
So perhaps still the community idea, but everybody's got their own batteries, and then it's just like switch gear that'll just kick you off of the main grid, and everybody will balance out. Like, because you've always got somebody who's off on vacation.
right,
Yeah.
right. I guess all the above.
Yeah. The combo.
Well, plus the batteries, community batteries could charge up from the grid overnight.
Yeah.
In other words, the grid is at capacity during the day,
Yeah.
no problem all the time. The batteries help out
Yeah.
because they've got capacity and there's solar being produced. And then tonight, all of a sudden the sun goes down, the grid's still running at capacity, the batteries start discharging, but
Yeah.
then at point the load drops because people all go to bed
Yeah.
or whatever. And now
Your base load is
the
still
grid
pumping.
could keep pouring it on, you
Yeah.
know, running max capacity 24 hours a day, and all that excess capacity just goes back into the batteries.
Yeah.
So tomorrow morning, you know, it's going to be interesting, but that really takes a lot of coordination with the grid, and I can see it working.
Yeah.
And certainly computers can handle all that. It's just what's the cost of implementing all that.
Well, it's definitely gonna be a cost.
Help yourself to a cupcake. Please take a cupcake. Every cupcake that doesn't get ate means I have to eat one, and I'm trying to be a good boy.
But so California is going to be one of the first places that has to figure this out because
That's right.
they have the mandates now that every building has to have a car charger and solar.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the whole state or just like Northern
No, I
California.
think all the new build. I think is certain.
New construction.
There's
Yeah.
certain
Yeah, all the new
things,
construction.
but fundamentally, I think you're right.
Yeah.
They say new construction is pretty much got to have these things. And I attended the governor. It's been over a year now. A year ago May. The governor had working sessions where they solicited input from the residents of North Carolina, and I attended one of those.
Yeah.
And one of the things I said is that the governor has direct control of the building codes. And he, you know, they're political appointees.
Right.
So he can say political appointees.
We're gonna do it this way.
go Change the building code, or at least start the process to allow conduit. And you don't have to run the copper.
Right.
But you need to run the conduit
That way you can fish it later.
to fish it later. Because
That's a good thing to do.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the start. I mean,
Yeah.
how much you've already got the backhoe out there digging up the footings and all that other stuff.
Exactly.
So how much did throw some conduit and down in the ground and go through the
What, like
foundation?
$10?
$10.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I think that was that's something that the governor, they did not
Oh.
do that, but that was one of the suggestions I had, and of course I
Yeah.
took it from California.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if California might have been doing the math like, hey, our plant is 30 years old, it's only got another 10 or 15 years left, we've got this many homes coming online, we should be ready.
Yeah, well, I think the home charging or lack of home charging is going to, as I just said with the solar,
Yeah.
once you get up a certain penetration,
He can't get out.
once you get up to a certain penetration, more doesn't really help.
Exactly.
And I think that's what's going to happen with electric vehicles because of the lack of home charging and
Yes.
the cost. That's going to be one of those little plateaus
Right.
at some point. That's going to be a little. In other words, the 20-30% of people have electric, and they'll pay the $2,000 maybe
Right.
to install the conduit and the copper and all that stuff. But there are a lot, especially the lower income people,
Right.
are going to be a little hesitant to do that. So they're going to be slow to pick. It's going to cause. It is going to cause a problem.
Yeah.
But I totally think Elon will figure out a way.
Oh, for sure.
Elon's going to come out with just install this cube rectangle
Yeah.
blob in just put it in your yard. You don't even have to install it.
We'll
And
take care of the rest.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll take care of everything from that point on. Plug your car in, plug your house in. We don't care.
Yeah.
Let's plug whatever you want into it.
I like that.
So we'll see.
Yeah, like for us at the house, it was really easy. We just put in we put in a meter of cabling,
Sure.
and it was good to go. But at the parking garage at the apartment, the developer is not at all interested.
Right.
And we've got 6 electric cars in there,
Well,
and nobody
I
can
tell you
play.
what, Electrify America.
Yeah.
Get them in touch because Electrify America will pay
Oh.
landlords to put in.
Might have to write them a letter.
Pay them
I like that.
to put it in. If they're in the right neighborhood,
Yeah.
Electrify America, it isn't just willy-nilly. They
Yeah.
have a very specific criteria.
Okay.
They're trying to get maximum exposure bang brownie points
Yes.
for the buck.
Well, that might be worth
And
it.
so they have a program
Yeah.
where if you've got the right apartment complex with the right mix of
People, yeah.
they will pay the landlord to put it in.
I like that. I'll write them a letter. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm on the edge of the circle.
Still?
Yeah.
We have to go down one of these banks.
That probably would help. Oh yeah, there it is. Come to me.
Let's see if this works. Let's hope it works.
Reducing speed so visibility improves. Oh.
Yeah. Your car is completely blocked. And now it's not blocked. Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I don't know where he's going.
I'm waiting.
Alright, let's see.
In reverse. Why? Whatever. Reducing speed to visibility improves.
Is it backing back into its spot?
Backing somewhere. I'm trying to go down the hill. Make the car a math problem.
Yep.
It sees the exit. It's just not going to the exit.
I guess it's done.
It's not done. It's reducing speed so visibility improves.
It's back. I don't know where it's going.
Well, don't try to go down the hill the wrong way. I'm cool. Stick to the dirt here.
And it's going down the hill. And it's going down the hill.
I'm gonna send it a regular summon. Back up.
I have no clue how good this footage is going to be. Yay!
There you go. That's back in there. I think maybe it's because the gravel wasn't clear of direction.
Maybe.
That wasn't so bad. I just didn't want it to scrape.
Yeah, I wouldn't want it to scrape either.
Because we've seen what happens when a Tesla scrapes here. Alright, so...
What?
Is it done?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, come to me. Bye, guys. Bye. Alright, so
see.
now it should go down the hill. This way?
Yeah, give it good emphasis.
Yeah, a little further downhill than I want to go.
Huh? Maybe. See what it does.
I think it's afraid of hitting the light though.
And it's going down there.
I think I'm stuck. At least it got itself out. That was pretty cool. Just come forward, you got it!
And it's completely going back up the hill, isn't it?
Probably so close to go up the hill.
Howdy.
Let me tell y'all something. We sitting there and we're like, Chris, don't back up on this truck because there's a car. Wait a minute, ain't nobody driving this thing. We're looking all around like, what the? How are you doing?
Well, I just told it to come to me, and it's trying to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, no one's driving it.
I think the combination of gravel road and it figured it out. Look at that. The combination of gravel road and street and the hill is like messing with it.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
It's lost. Alright, I'm over here. Get off the road.
This thing.
Okay, so I'd say that today's showing for Will was pretty successful.
Yeah, I think so too.
We had a couple of exciting explosions out on the track. Will got to have a ride along, play cops and robbers, and I think it'd be an experience to remember. And we're going to get some of these videos over to his family for them to remember.
Absolutely. It was great seeing you. I'm
too.
so glad you were able to make the event. Yeah.
Thank you. And thanks for making sure we made it out here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all have a safe trip home.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
Kacey.
Bye.
Till next time.
Next time. Bye, Johnny. Bye, Don. You guys remember this guy, right? Ryan from I 1 Tesla?
How you doing? It's quite loud here.
It is quite loud here.
They're not all Teslas.
Definitely not all Teslas. We had more of a percentage of Teslas than the other stuff.
Yeah, we were representing, and it wasn't too bad. It was nice out here.
Yeah.
It's fun to be out here with all these other cars. It's great to introduce these people to Tesla and show that they can actually be on the track too. You don't have to have a race car or a Porsche or something like that.
Some of them didn't even have a clue. And then when Bob got out on the track, Bob is the name of his Model 3, and it was looking great. And then Ruby, the red Model X, with Mary Ann's channel, they were out there. They went all around, did a walk around. They learned some of the features, and then Tachikoma, our Model X, she was very patiently driving her way down from the top to the street, and that made all the difference. Did Bill get a chance to ride your car?
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
No, I didn't get a chance. They were busy doing all the rides.
Yeah.
He's had a great time.
That was the important part.
That's
It was
the
for
whole
him.
thing. That was the greatest thing. I got a lot of video of him, and hopefully he gets more rides today.
Yes.
But he's got a big smile on his face all day.
That's the important part. I like that.
Yep. We're all here for him.
Yeah. Well, with that, we want to stay positive and know that he had a good time and that our hearts and minds are with his family. And we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
See ya.
That's the only thing I can do, bro. Oh my god.
Woohoo! Yeah!
that was like a 160, 170 pull, just third, fourth done.
Go see if you can flip on the siren. You want to flip on the siren? He's like, heck yeah.
Alright. You got a hot pursuit, boys.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you.
Man, you ready for this? Remember when we went to the McLaren place, you liked sitting in one of these, remember? You sat in one of these McLaren. Yeah. Ready? All right.
Slingshot up to no good.
go for a rip? Alright, who wants to go for a lap in the Veloster Inn?
He's gonna do it again. He's just thinking about it. He's gonna do it again.
I love it.
Oh no, he took the wheel off. He's not gonna do it again. over already.
Boy, that sheriff is busy today.
Real live action Need for Speed. Anyway, you got a much better lens than I do. Alright, I'm gonna have to go grab the one of the extra batteries from her. Yeah, I don't blame him. Limited visibility, company car. Track.